Welcome aboard Bus One. We're on our way to Ottumwa, Iowa, and we've got some time to kill. Let's play some trivia. Gamers, go ahead and introduce yourselves, and I mean gamers in this episode.
Well, hello gamers. It's ya boy, Calvin.
It's yo boy, Cooper.
And I'm John.
And you're John.
This is John. It's
John.
Ye boy.
It's
you boy.
Ye boy.
Hey guys, I'm so glad we got some gamers in the house today because we got a pretty gamer topic. You guys want to know what we're doing today?
Naming cities in Iowa until somebody barfs.
Damn.
Again?
That would have been a good episode.
We all just go in a circle.
What is this?
Cities in Iowa.
1,000 points.
Mason City.
Actually, the topic today is arcade games. We're going to be talking about some classic and some less classic arcade games. So you got to get in the game zone.
Rabbids VR roller coaster.
I don't think we talk about that.
I have heard about that. I have heard about the Rabbids VR roller coaster.
Giant Crossy Road tablet.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
I learned about that in the same
John.
breath that I learned that like the Rabbids people are the same people as the people who made the Minions.
Really?
Apparently that's a
I figured that's
or maybe
like
they were just
convergent evolution.
Rabbids
I think
are
maybe that's why it
Raymans,
was brought up is the fact
and
that they
Minions
were.
is Illumination.
But are they both?
Elimination.
Is Raymond not?
Elimination.
Is Raymond the name of the studio?
No, Rayman's a
Rayman
god.
is the game.
Yeah, that's my
The guy.
understanding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what if
Rayman's
that
not
is
an arcade game
what
as
if
far
that
as
was
I know.
made by
Studio.
Illumination?
All
of them
Illumination
are made by
Raymans are
gods.
Illumination, but not all. No, that doesn't work. Anyway, there's some fancy rules for this one, so let's get into it here. Number one, John, you're not allowed to Google, and the rest of you also not allowed to Google. Sorry. There are 3
My hands are
levels into this game, and each level consists of 5 questions. Level 1, every question you defeat is worth 100 points. Level 2, every question you defeat is worth 200 points, and level 3, every question you defeat is worth 300 points. So we're doing hundreds. But just like a lot of the old arcade games, this game won't be a walk in the park. You each have 6 lives starting now. Every time you incorrectly answer a question, you will lose a life. If you run out of lives at any point, your score is cut in half and you'll go back to 3 lives. But don't worry, every 500 points you earn earns you an extra life. So just get things right, I guess. That feels good. So you gotta be careful. Hopefully you're answering correctly. I also have a little, what's this? What's this over here? I have some power-ups to help you along the way.
We're famously
Make it
good
a
about
little
addressing
bit
power-ups.
So we got 3 power-ups that you can earn in this game. The first is the Power Pellet. Power Pellet from Pacman gives you invincibility. In this context, if you get an answer wrong or you incorrectly identify the challenge question, you will not get the penalty. So you either won't lose a life or you won't lose challenge points if you use your Power Pellet. We have the Hammer from Donkey Kong. The Hammer allows you to knock out 2 incorrect multiple choice answers, and every question in this game is multiple choice. So basically you can give yourself a 50-50. Then finally we have the S Flag from Rally X. And the S Flag, you have to do it before you know that you gotten a question right, but you earn double points for that question if you play your S Flag. So those are our 3 power-up options. To earn power-ups, you must answer before multiple choice is read. So that's how we get power-ups during this game. Every question is multiple choice. If you answer before, you get a power-up, and then the extra lives and stuff like that. But I'm going to give each of you a power-up right now to start so that we can use it in the first round. So I have a little... I'm going to do it randomly. So I have a dice here. Calvin, you get 1 S Flag to start.
Congrats on the S flag.
Cooper was next. Cooper, you get 1 hammer to start.
Hammer.
This seems rigged.
And John, you also get 1 hammer to start. So
Okay, the hammer is what I know how the hammer works.
we have 2 50-50s. Calvin, you have 1 opportunity for double points. I'm going to say you have to use the power-up before you can gain the power-up. Now let's do Mario Kart rules. You can have 1 in the tank and 1, but you can only have a maximum of 2.
Double dash.
There's no buzzer in this game, so everyone's going to get an opportunity to answer every single question. We're going to honor system, write it down, that kind of stuff. So a lot of opportunities to earn points. And then there's a glitch. There's the glitch. There is an error in this game code resulting in a fake answer. No. Every player has one opportunity to hack into a question if they're sus on the buzz.
Whoa.
If the player correctly uncovers a glitch, they're awarded with 300 extra points. But if they incorrectly hack, they are lost in the matrix and lose 300 points. Multiple players can hack into the same question if they want. And most points wins, opposite of that classic Nintendo game for the NES, Golf.
Mario Golf.
How are we feeling?
How do I speedrun this?
You don't, because you have to wait for everybody to answer. But we feeling okay? You have your power up in hand. You got your 6 lives ready to go. We'll see how
you
this
have
goes.
to tell me if this is going to be like a variety of game questions or if it's going to be 15 trivia questions about just Wreck-It Ralph, like when Alec did that to me on the Dune episode.
Wreck-It Ralph. There's no Wreck-It Ralph in this
Chalamet episode. Okay, cool.
I did not do Wreck-It Ralph. There are some characters I think who may have appeared in Wreck-It Ralph. I'm not quite sure. But we're going to start with round 1. Round 1 is all about early arcade, so like the beginning of the arcade craze. Nice hammer. Fix it, Felix. Question 1. Before video games, there was pinball. These cabinets offered flashing lights, exciting sound effects, intuitive mechanics, and fun themes, all of which would go on to inspire the creation of future video games. My question for you is, what is the best-selling pinball cabinet of all time?
Oh, shoot.
I have 4 possible themes, but if you want a shot in the dark, feel free for a power-up chance.
There are so many franchises nowadays.
Multiple choice is 8-Ball, Addams Family, Playboy, or Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Locked
I
and
think
loaded.
I know what I would say.
Let's start with Calvin.
I'm locking in Playboy.
Wow.
Okay. Little high
Sex
regard
sells.
for the
Calvin's
for
feeling
the
sexy
pinball
with
community.
Sex sells.
Oh yeah, baby.
Pinball.
Cooper, what do you got?
Like Zoink Scoob. I'm going Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
I like your emote. That was great. And then John, what do we got?
I also wrote down Scooby, but I tried to make it look like the word Playboy, and it didn't work.
Playboy
Playboy. I wrote down Scooby-Doo.
Okay. Unfortunately, everybody, you all lose
We
one
all
life.
lose
The
a
correct
life?
answer was Addams Family. Addams Family,
You're
famously
kidding.
one of the top-selling pinball machines of all time, released in 1992, single-handedly
Not famous enough.
revitalized the pinball industry. So Addams
I was
Family.
wondering what revitalized it.
Wow.
It was the Addams Family.
It was
Addams
Uncle
Family
Fester.
pinball machine.
Uncle Fester's Pinball Extravaganza. That's what we're calling it.
I don't know
that's what they
anything
called
about
it
the
back
Addams
in
Family,
1992.
in all honesty. I think one of them is Gomez.
You gotta
I know about this.
Gomez.
I know Nathan Lane
Patricia.
played Gomez in the musical.
There's Wednesday.
I know.
There's
I know
Wednesday.
one
There's
of them
Pugsley.
was.
There's
what's her
Morticia. There's
face?
Lurch. There's Thing.
John knows a lot about the
You know a
Addams
lot about Addams Family, but you don't. You didn't seem
For
to
a
know
guy
that
who
it
didn't guess
revitalized
Addams
the
Hey
Family.
pinball
man,
game.
I was raised right. I was raised with the Addams Family values.
but not pinball.
But you didn't know
Cooper, I have
that
movies
it
that you need to watch,
revitalized
man.
the pinball game.
All right, let's move on here.
So, Aidan, before we move on,
Oh yeah,
we're
sorry.
all at 5 of 6 lives now.
You're all at 5 lives now because you've
How
incorrectly
quickly
answered a
can we
question.
die?
6 questions.
6 questions minimum, I guess. All right, question 2. Another analog arcade classic is Skee Ball. Y'all played Skee Ball, right?
Yes.
The original
Yes.
inventors of Skee Ball were like in the early
Addams
1900s. Yes,
Sorry.
actually, and
Sorry.
1,000 points to Cooper for Addams Family Skee Ball. But
It
my question
revitalized
to
the
you
skee ball
is,
community.
you know, Skee Ball, it's like, you know, the holes and you got to ski the ball into the hole. How many points were the corner holes worth on the original Skee Ball? So get shot in the dark if anyone wants a power up.
I don't want to die.
No.
No power
Okay,
ups.
so your
No.
multiple choice are 50 points, 100 points, 500 points, or 1,000 points.
I'm just going off of lived experience. I don't have enough.
I'm ready to crank
in
some
me to-
90s on this question.
All right. Well, we'll start with Cooper this time. We'll just keep shifting the goalposts.
He's ready to crank some 90s on this question.
Here
Crank
comes
some
the
90s, Cooper.
cranking 90s. I'm going to say 500.
Okay, John.
I'm also going to say 500. Cooper and I are
Alan.
ride or die this
You
episode.
wouldn't. You wouldn't.
I did.
That's really funny. I was going to say 500.
And we all lose another
that's the
life.
bad
You
Aidan
all
face.
lose
Oh,
another
that's the
life.
bad Aidan
The
face.
correct answer is
No, it's
100 points. So the rings are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 in the corners. So that's
Weird.
kind of how that goes.
We're
with 20,
experiencing
30, 40,
skee-ball
50.
inflation in our
Yeah.
local community. Huh?
I
Okay.
think I remember now they're like 1,000 in the corners.
That's not
can't buy
common. So
anything
most
nowadays.
machines is still the original
Inflation.
skee ball
It's point
case.
inflation, really.
I think
It's the
the
Addams
new,
Family America. Look what's
it's
happened.
like
It's
Ice.
horrible.
You know that company Ice that makes a lot of the like
Boom, boom,
ticketed
boom,
arcade
ba-da-dum,
games.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom, ba-da-dum,
Ice
boom.
Ice Baby.
Boom, boom,
They
boom,
might do
ba-da-dum,
it slightly differently, but any like true skee ball machine will still have that original case.
Little do our contestants know that this was the fake answer. Looks like they were fooled this time.
If it isn't at Dave & Buster's, I don't know it. And I don't care to know it, you know?
Damn.
Shout out Dave and or Buster.
I don't think
Maybe
I've ever
both.
been to a Dave & Buster's in all honesty.
Really?
I think you're doing okay.
Thanks, John. Hey, I really appreciate it,
Truly
actually.
a life-changing experience.
you
You've been to an
haven't
arcade
been
before.
to a Dave as
haven't
well
been
as
to a
Buster?
Dave?
I've been to a Dave &
Buster's?
Buster's.
Do you think
It's named
Do
after
you think Busty the
Buster
bus driver
Keaton.
had ownership stake in Dave & Buster's?
Is he
Not
in the room with
Buster.
us right now?
Well, we don't know what Busty was short or long for.
Wasn't it Bustifer?
I don't know.
I think
wasn't
it might have
there.
been.
I didn't go
I
through the
think
time
canonically
vortex
it
with
might have
you.
been Buster.
All right, question 3. The jump to video from like normal analog arcade
The
games can
Radio
be
Star,
attributed
yeah.
to exactly. It killed it. Can be attributed to a game called Computer Space.
Likely
like
thing to
Space
name
Echo.
my first. Yeah.
This early arcade cabinet engaged players in a classic space battle against a pair of UFOs. But what company developed Computer Space? I will say these are like famous arcade game companies I'm about to list. So,
I could
Do you
probably
wanna-
name a couple.
okay. Well,
I'm not
the
going to do
answers
that right
are
now.
If that-
Atari, Namco, Nintendo, or Sega.
Okay. I know what I'd say.
All right. Well, John's going first this time.
Okay.
Go for it, Joe.
I'm writing down Namco, and I'm
Joe.
prepared to be wrong.
Calvin?
I'm going to say Sega.
Sega? Okay, Cooper?
I was going to say Namco.
Guys,
Cooper and
that's
I
all
ride or die,
another
baby.
life down the drain.
Okay, so we're learning
Is it
something about the
Sega?
life
Is it
mechanic
Sega?
right out the
It's-
gate.
Yeah. Oh my god. I expected you guys to do.
Accidentally stumble into one correct answer.
I don't know.
Was it
I feel
Atari?
like the correct Atari is the correct answer, and I feel like
I wanted to say
they're-
Atari, and then I doubted myself.
They're the guys. So actually, at that point, it was Syzygy Engineering, but that company incorporated as Atari. So it's Atari. It's the
Spell
guys.
Syzygy.
SYZYGY.
Okay, so that was you reading that off the page.
That was too
which
many
doesn't feel right.
Consonants.
He
No,
was
that's
reading it before,
Jeez.
too.
Yeah.
You think it just
Syzygy.
came to him?
I wanted to think that it's like you ever see Scott Pilgrim where it's just like Pac-Man wasn't always called Pac-Man, it used to be called Puckman because it comes
Yeah,
from the
I didn't know that.
I thought that was just like a thing that Aiden had like off the cuff. He says that to random people at parties.
Syzygy. And now it's
You know, Atari
owned by
used to be
SZA.
called
And now it's owned by SZA as she diversifies her portfolio.
That's good.
Slay SZA.
Yeah.
Music.
Thank you.
Computer space.
Doesn't she probably has some kind of like? I think she has like a.
I'm sure she has like
fashion brand
McDonald's
or
meal
something.
or something like that.
Yeah.
yeah, where's that?
Actually,
get that
the,
in there.
the Minecraft movie Nether Flame Sauce was SZA.
it's
'Cause it
sizzling
sizzles.
hot.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
SZA.
Question 4. Atari followed their initial splash into the arcade world with a full-on cannonball. Pong is widely regarded as one of the most influential video games of all time and was a huge critical success when it released in 1972. Since this is such a classic, surely you've all played it, right? Right? Well, let's
Yeah.
quiz you. In Pong, what player serves
Oh,
first?
I'll go for the power up.
Okay, Cooper?
Left.
Okay.
Can I just say player one? Is that also understood to be
Sure.
left? Okay.
Is that left? That feels
Left.
like it would be left.
Okay, so you guys shall
Correct.
Calvin, do you want to
Give me
wait for
options?
multiple choice or you go for the
Give
power
me
up?
multiple choice.
Are your
Okay.
two options left or right? Or
It's left,
randomly
right.
decided?
Whoever moves their controller first, or it is
Oh, no.
randomly determined.
Oh,
No. It's gotta be left, right?
Kelvin, let's all lose together, baby. You know what half
Hands
of
in.
you know what half of zero
Hands in.
is?
Force
You know what half
Aidan
of
to do
zero
a
is?
total party kill. Like we all lose our lives.
Yes.
All right.
Wait, do we fail out of the game?
No,
if
you
we have to
lose
get
half your
points
points
at
and you
zero.
go back to three.
You can't divide by 0, man. That's undefined. We're gonna glitch the
No,
game.
you
out.
can divide 0 by 2, though.
And it's still 0, but
That's true.
come on, Calvin.
It's not good though.
Okay, Calvin, what do you want?
I think there is a right answer here, and it's left.
And it is not. The correct answer is it's randomly determined. So the ball is served by the computer from the center of the screen. Angle and direction are always random to keep both players on their toes.
How random is it? You know, there's a seed
random
for
is
any
the random here?
Yeah, if you
function.
expand your mind and see all possibilities, that I guess
But
you
I
can
mean, like a
predict
computer
it.
can never be truly random.
Yes, but it's not always left either. So.
Whoa.
It's
What do you
left
have
like
against
78% of the time.
I
Yeah.
didn't know you were so anti-left.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into that. Let's dissect
Mob
that.
is
So do we die when we go down to 0 or when we die with 0?
when you go down to 0, when you lose your last life.
Okay, we're 2 away from that.
That's scary. Guys, this
You
is not
rock
good.
this,
I
my
don't
guy.
think
Can't wait to suddenly
anybody.
get 500 points and get 1 life back.
Yeah, right. It's going to be crazy.
This is a vital resource.
All right, question 5. Another one of the early video games, Space Invaders pioneered a lot of famous features with a high score table, endless gameplay, and steadily increasing difficulty. But what causes Space Invaders the game to speed up as the game progresses? I'll say it. A. The speed of the enemy is calculated using the player's score. So the higher the score, the faster the enemies move. B. Fewer enemies causes the game to use less memory, unintentionally speeding up the program. C. A glitch in the game code resets the game clock whenever an enemy dies. Or D. A purposeful feature adding a line of code to increase the speed of all enemies every time one dies. All right, I think we're starting with Calvin on this one.
My gut says D,
Okay.
which means I'm wrong.
My
Never
guts are telling me B.
John?
I got B guts.
I was thinking that B's the goofiest answer because I don't think that's how it works. Is that the little guys in the game code get eaten up and then you don't have to process that anymore?
That's right.
So I'm gonna go with Calvin and say D.
The answer is B. So John and Calvin lose a life. Cooper gets 100 points.
100 points!
And it's just a whole mess.
That's
It's
actually
just
really
a regular
funny.
mess.
Yeah,
that's
so-
the
built in.
goofiest option.
That's actually what happened. It was a fully unintentional feature. It was not designed that way, but it is one of the first instances of difficulty creep in video games where the difficulty gets harder and harder as you continue.
That's interesting.
So pretty
you're
neat.
saying I should just not kill the guy?
well, then
Just
they
don't kill
you.
the guys. Why can't you all
Cool.
the guys famously known as squid, octopus, crab,
It's in space.
flying saucer?
Well, but
Yeah,
Your
that's their
Honor,
names though. Squid, octopus, crab,
You're telling
flying
me
saucer.
you're gonna name them and then I have to kill them?
You mess with me, you mess with my gang.
Man.
Squid, flying saucer, octopus, John
Octopus.
Top
Squid,
hat.
I'm
Shoe.
Squid.
John Squid,
Thimble.
Monopoly money.
Shoe. Thimble.
All right. Well, with that,
dog.
we're done with round
Iron
one. And we have, I think, just 100 points on the board. Can I get a score and life check with everybody?
Who could it be? It's me. I have 100 points and 2 lives.
I think Calvin and I both have 1 life and
Guys,
no
I don't
points.
know. I don't know how this is. I was not expecting this to go this
Round
way.
Write it
two
out,
is when
man.
we come
You
to
made
life.
the mechanics.
Writing it out.
And
Here
we have
go.
to survive.
But before I write it out, and while I'm having a mini breakdown, we're gonna go to an audience question. Bye.
Hey gamers, thanks for playing this week's episode. The audience question from last week was how many times has Cameron been on Bus One trivia episodes? Congratulations to Mr. NYLT for being the closest to the answer of 63. 1 point to you, Mr. NYLT. And now for the audience question from this week. In the hit movie about the arcade game Wreck-It Ralph, which of the following is not featured? A. Tapper. B. Dig Dug, C. Q-Bird, or D. Centipede? Again, which of the following arcade games was not featured in Wreck-It Ralph, the movie? A. Tapper, B. Dig Dug, C. Q-Bird, or D. Centipede? We look forward to seeing your answers in the comment section on Instagram or on Spotify. And share the episode with your friends so they all can get a taste of the action. Bye! Have fun!
And we're back. Welcome back from the virtual world, everybody. We're back in the game. And before we begin round 2, it's time to give another power-up. None of you guys used your power-ups in round 1, so
I'm collecting
this is the second one you can hold on to. Calvin, you get 1 hammer. Hammer for Calvin.
Welcome to Hammer Club. Welcome to Hammer Club.
Big hammer time.
Cooper gets an S flag.
S flag.
And John gets 1 power pellet. So John now
I
has
might
a
need
power
to
pellet
use
and a
that.
hammer. Cooper has an S flag and a hammer, and Calvin has an S flag and a hammer. You cannot gain any more power ups, so you gotta use them. All right. Round 2 is the golden age of arcades. We're going to talk about some of those famous arcade games that came about during that golden age, early 1980s.
Adam's Family Pinball.
Adam's Family Pinball. Question 6. Arguably the most famous arcade game is Pacman. But
Paku Paku.
he's actually upstaged by his wife in terms of popularity. The sequel, Ms. Pacman, is very, very similar to the original, with some slight gameplay tweaks and cosmetic changes. In
Sex
Ms.
sells.
Pacman, sex sells.
Sex sells, Calvin.
Something about a blow and
Playboy
lipstick on that
pinball,
Pac-Man.
baby.
In Ms. Pac-Man, what color ghost has a different name? So only one of the ghosts' names change in Ms. Pac-Man between Pac-Man. Which color is it?
Blinky,
Blinky, Stinky,
and
and Clyde.
Craig. Oh, Clyde.
Clyde. It's Clyde.
I think we're gonna start with Cooper on this one.
Inky,
You just gotta
Blinky,
tell me the
Stinky, and
color that
Craig.
changes.
No way. There's Clyde. It's got to be like
Clyde's
Claudia.
is the original. No, Clyde's the original. I promise you, Clyde's there.
No. But in Miss Pac-Man, it's Claudia instead.
Whether or not, everyone's in drag.
Okay, so what color is Clyde, Cooper?
Shoot, I have to give color. So you said like a certain one wears different clothes.
No, it just has a different
Just
name.
the name changed. It looks exactly the same.
The Clyde one.
What color is the Clyde one?
Yeah, just say the color.
Purple.
Okay, John.
Aiden, I'd like to use my power pellet to not suffer
Well,
consequences.
wait until you answer it, and then if you get it wrong,
I have to
you
do
can
it
use.
afterwards. Okay,
That's actually
Yeah.
good.
You get to
means
do it
you
afterwards.
only
That's good. I'm
use
just
it
I'm
when
asking
you
questions.
fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cooper, what color did you say?
Purple.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, I can read options too if people wanted those. I forgot.
I know what
There's
color
only a
the
limited
ghosts from
number of
Pac-Man are.
colors.
Yeah.
I just don't know which
Is there a
one's
purple
which.
one? John, is there a purple one? I don't think so. They turn
I'm gonna
purple,
say
don't they?
orange.
Orange.
Orange is a
Okay.
good
Calvin, do you
answer.
want to wait for multiple choice?
I would love to hear multiple choice.
Okay. It's red, orange, pink, and cyan.
Shoot.
Red,
Purple's not
orange,
on that
pink,
one,
cyan.
Can we just do like close?
can I
color,
also-
purple?
red,
What's
orange,
the other one?
pink, cyan?
And then Clyde.
Can I use my hammer
Clyde.
here,
Yeah.
Aidan?
Yeah. You want to knock out 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I will knock out pink and red. It is not pinky or blinky.
He's trying to give me hope. Oh,
No,
Pinky.
Pinky.
Okay.
Pinky.
If we had known Pinky, that would have given us one possibility. Inky,
So it's either
Pinky,
orange or cyan.
Inky,
Clyde.
Learn to play the game,
and
fellas.
Clyde. I'm still in the mix here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
you just knocked out 2
Oh,
choices
man.
for John.
No, I already guessed.
What did you
I'm
get?
gonna
Yeah.
say orange.
Orange.
That's
okay.
what John said.
Okay, you're gonna jump onto my boat.
All right. The correct answer is orange. So John
Oh.
would have gotten a power up. However, he didn't
I'm
have
full.
a slot to do
I'm
it.
full.
Unfortunately.
That's
So,
okay.
Wow.
so full.
I'm down to
Instead,
1.
I might offer an extra life just the way this is going on the fly.
Whoa.
You're gonna pity me?
Nah, you got points anyway, so
I'm
whatever.
okay,
So
yeah.
200 points
That's
for
200
John,
points.
and 200 points for Calvin. I did actually have a bonus point.
Purple?
which is what name was it and what did it change to?
Is it Clyde to
Is it Clyde to Claudia?
It is Clyde. It is Clyde to Sue, but Sue became purple instead of orange in a later game where they had both of them. So I'm going to give those 100 bonus points to Cooper for being kind of on the nose.
But I still lose my life, right?
Nerd.
You lose a life and get 100 bonus points.
Okay, guys, we're all tied.
We're all
This is
right
huge.
where we need to be.
Yeah, but the original ghosts were Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde, and then it was Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Sue. In the future expansion of the Pac-Man universe, they were like, we can't have Clyde and Sue both be orange, so they had to retcon it.
This is horrible for
Clyde
for
is
marketing.
orange.
Clyde's orange.
There's not enough
that?
colors.
There's not enough colors. I'm
fit
always
purple
saying
in
that. Question 7. People love a good space battle, which is probably why Galaga is as famous as it is. Developed
Like
by
in the
Namco
Avengers.
in 1981, this classic shooter is actually a sequel to a 1979 game. What is the name of the prequel to Galaga?
Galaga Zero, Doorway to Hell. No,
That kicks ass, actually.
You get a
that's
power
pretty
up.
good.
Okay. Oh, do
It's
you want
like
me to read
Doom
them?
the Dark Ages or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Gorgonzola.
I'll read them. A. Gravatar. B. Galaxian. C. Galplus. Or D. Gorf.
Gorf's a different game.
Gorf's a
Gravatar,
different guy.
Galaxian, Galplus,
Gorf's not
and
in here.
Gorf.
You had
Galplus.
fun naming these, huh?
These
what I
are
was
all
saying.
real games.
I'm ready.
Oh my god. Me in the arcade.
Wait, what was A?
playing Gorf,
Can you say A again?
Gravatar.
trying to impress
All
the
right.
biddies
I think
by
John's
playing
going
Gorf.
first this time.
I like Gravatar. I'm going for Gravatar.
Okay.
Gravatar.
Calvin?
My soul says Gorf.
I'm telling
Right
you, it's
there.
not Gorf.
I'm
It's
listening to the
not
inner
Gorf.
inner
Cooper?
monologue in my heart, and it's saying Gorf.
Galaxia.
Galaxion.
Cooper, that is correct. The answer is B. Galaxian.
Galaxian.
So Galaxian turned into Galaga, then Gal Plus is the sequel to Galaga.
That makes
Gravatar is a
sense.
different game, and Gorf is a real game, and I actually have never seen it before, so I'm going to look up
So-
Gorf real
Yeah,
quick.
what do you
Fun
do with
fact
Gorf?
about Gorf.
Aiden, no
My
Google.
dad had a Gorf arcade
Your
game.
dad
that he put-
Gorfed?
Your family's big
Yeah,
Gorf
it was
heads.
you,
Yeah,
Cooper.
my dad
You're
had a
the
Gorf
Gorf.
game in his
Oh, it's
dorm
like
room.
Space
And he
Invaders
said-
mixed
Wow.
with Galaga.
He said that he like got a high score on it, but every once in a while they would have to like unplug it, and they would like lose their high score every time they had to unplug it.
We're
Wait,
going
this is
for
actually really
highest-
similar to Galaxian. Why? So this is. I just kind of picked Gorf because it was funny, but
Wait, give me
that
points.
works.
Gorf
We're
is
going
for
for
points,
backwards.
please.
We're
It's
going
not the
for-
same developer. I'm sorry, Calvin.
We're going
All
for
of these are
most points wins.
space
Opposite of
battle
Gorf.
opposite of Gorf. No, it's the same as Gorf. Most points wins in Gorf.
I don't know.
John.
I don't know how Gorf works. I'm not pretending like I know how Gorf works. Maybe you start with a large point total, and the more you
Every
fail,
alien
things go
you
down.
kill, they move
Wait,
faster because
Did
there's
you
less
guys both
points.
die?
Yeah, I think I just
yeah. I'm
lost
down to
half my
0.
points.
Well, John, you have an item that can help you there.
Oh, I'd like to use my thing that makes me not die.
pellet.
Okay. Power pellets. Yeah, John,
Eat
you're
Inky,
staying at
Blinky,
one life
Pinky, and
here.
Clyde.
Calvin, unfortunately, you died. So how many points are you at?
200.
200. So you're now
down
down to 100 points, and you have 3 lives again.
Got it.
All right. Sorry, that was a big pause. Question 8. Nintendo's first big hit was the arcade game Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong pioneered the platformer genre, introduced Mario, and had the original damsel in distress, Pauline. Despite this, Pauline wasn't seen in very many Nintendo games after her debut. What was her next video game appearance after the original Donkey Kong?
I kind of remember it. What was the name of that game though?
All right, we'll say it. We'll say it, Cooper.
It was
Cooper,
on
say it.
DS.
Cooper, say Gorf right now.
It's not a Nintendo game.
Say Gorf.
John. It's not a Nintendo game.
Gorf.
Oh, Gorf, you.
Okay,
Now
the,
Gorf.
the
I
answers
voted for him
are
back in 2000.
Donkey Kong Jr., the arcade game, Nintendo Pinball on the NES, Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2 on the DS, or Mario Odyssey on the Switch. We're going to start with Calvin.
Oh boy. I'm gonna say D.
D, Mario Odyssey
Yeah.
on the Switch. Okay, Cooper.
I'm gonna say it's the DS one, and I'm gonna use my S flag.
On Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2. Okay. John.
I like to use my hammer, Aiden.
Okay. I will knock out Donkey Kong Jr. and Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2.
No! I can't believe you've done this.
I'll diversify from Calvin's portfolio, and I'm going to say the pinball one.
John, that is correct. Nintendo Pinball on the NES. There is a bonus stage that's Donkey Kong themed where you rescue Pauline again. But in terms of like mainline Mario appearances, Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2 was her next actual game appearance.
I might hack
like,
this
actually showed
little,
up.
this little
Just a little bit of-
game.
Do you want to hack
I might
here?
do a little
And
hacking.
Ooh, okay. And
Might do a
also,
little
Mario Odyssey was
hackathon.
her first like mainline Super Mario appearance ever. But yeah, Cooper, do a little hack. Are you hacking into this question? I'm gonna do a little check here.
Run some code.
I'm cranking 90s on this hack.
All right.
What does that mean? Does that mean
Pinball
something?
has a secondary breakout like mode where the player reaches by hitting the ball into a bonus hole that takes players to a bonus stage to control Mario carrying a platform. The object of this mode is to rescue Pauline, who has debuted with Mario in Donkey Kong. So
They
NES
fucking hit her in a
Pinball
bonus hole, man.
is in the bonus hole.
Bonus hole.
She didn't show back up until Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2.
Man.
She's
So
still
she's
not
years and
even-
years and years
I
later.
died.
Show back up in
What
her.
happens when I lose my hack?
So you minus 300 points.
First,
Which would take you down to...
I had 400 before.
So you're 100 and then you die. And so you're
And
at
I
3
die,
lives
so I'm
and
at
50
50.
points.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to write 50.
And you're down an S flag.
50.
That's crazy.
And I'm down an S flag.
That's tough.
Somehow I got to 50.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, that's Pauline's very sparse
Scorigami.
history.
Say.
50. Good
know what
luck
they say?
getting 50 again.
Good stuff.
I'm sure we've done something where 50 showed up at least once.
Probably.
We should do bus one scorigami if you get the first ever
Just like the most
unique
insane-
score.
It's not even like we have a base unit. It could literally go down to like decimals if we really wanted to get
Like
weird
last
about
if you
it.
got
episode, I
that-
ended with 69 or like 67 points.
Yeah, or something crazy.
Like on the
yeah, because it was 1
on the
over a multiple
May
of 22.
22nd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Question 9. Frogger taught me the valuable life lessons to look both ways before crossing the street, and also that jaywalking is okay sometimes. On a completely unrelated note, it is famous for having some of the most ways to die in an arcade game. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a list of ways to die in Frogger. You have to tell me which of these are real. How it's going to work in our new format. I give you the list. If you answer based on that, you'll get the power up. If you want multiple choice, I'll tell you how many are ways to die and how many of each there are, so you can kind of get a little bit of a hint. And then the closest will get points. So somebody will get points on this one. All right.
Okay.
So write these down.
Okay, yeah.
So the first way to die is being run over by a truck. The second way to
That's gotta be
die,
real.
jumping into
there.
an already occupied frog home. So like in Frogger, you're trying to get the 5 frogs to the 5 different frog homes. If you jump in one that already has a frog in it, you die. C, jumping on the back of an alligator. The next one, running off the back of the stage. The next one is sinking on a diving turtle. And the last one is kissing a lady frog.
That'll kill you.
That kills
That'll
you.
kill you.
Abstinence,
That'll kill
kids.
you.
It's the only way to be
So-
safe.
Does anyone want to take a shot in the dark?
I think I know what I'm gonna say.
Cooper's locked in.
Here, let me
I
just-
want more information.
Okay, Calvin?
Yeah, I'm ready to answer.
Okay, so Cooper and Calvin stay locked in. John, I will give you more information. There are 3 of each. So I did a 50-50 split.
That's what I had.
So are you good?
Hands off the keyboard.
Hands off. 2 hands on the face.
hands on the phaser. I've been to your
Trying to figure out if I want
laser
to put a little
tag
check mark next
place,
to
Aidan.
Kiss Lady.
That's
I've
honestly
lived
probably the
your life.
arcade I've been to the most, in all honesty. Shout out Laser
Okay.
Tag Place that I've shouted out a couple times on this podcast. John, you good?
I think I'm good.
Okay, I think we start with Calvin this time, right? I lost track. Let's just do Calvin.
Sure. My initial guess, I was going to say getting run over by truck.
That'll do it.
Jumping on the back of a gator, sinking on the back of a turtle.
Okay.
That's what I had.
And then the rest are no.
So the rest would have been no.
So Calvin, you got 2 wrong. So you got 4 correct. Cooper.
I have killed by truck.
Okay.
I'll just say the ones that you die from.
Pancaked by dump truck.
Yeah.
I believe you only die if you jump on the head of the alligator. So I think running off the back of the stage kills you, and sinking on a turtle kills you.
Okay.
And the rest are don't. Kill.
Cooper, you also got 4. John?
Okay.
You can send them home here.
John, you got to
I
get
think
4.
universally,
gotta
I
be truck.
agree. We all agree. Getting run over by a truck
Gotta be truck.
kills you.
Yeah.
And then I have jumping on an already occupied frog home.
Okay.
And then I left alligator in safely because that's pretty far back on the alligator. And then I said sink on turtle would also kill you.
John, that is 100% correct. Congratulations.
Wow.
So Cooper
Thank you,
and Calvin
thank
are
you.
edged out. They both lose a life.
Finish.
That is
That gives me
exactly
another
correct.
life.
Running over by a truck gets you, right? There are cars and trucks.
I knew the alligator was safe, though. I knew the back alligator.
The alligator is safe. If you jump
have
on
to
an
go jump on
alligator's
that.
open mouth, you die. But if you jump on their back, you're okay. You cannot run off the back of the stage. If you kiss a frog lady and you get to a house, you actually get bonus points. Sinking on a diving turtle kills you, and the frogs have stand your ground laws. So if you try and go into their house, they'll get you.
They shoot you
They'll
to death.
get
They shoot you to death.
Well, that gets me to 600, so I get another life,
Shoot
right?
me.
Yeah, John, if you
I'm at
surpass
2
500
lives.
points, you get an extra life. Congratulations. One up sound.
I can't believe I went down to 50 after having 400.
You were so
That's
close.
really rough.
So what happens if I hit?
All
Wait,
because
actually,
of
I think I'm at
stupid
1 now.
pinball.
You're at
Pinball
1.
strikes again.
I think
Pinball
so.
strikes again. Well, we're going to finish up this round with question 10. One of the first racing games was Rally X. Rally X, while it didn't let you race other players, it was an early pioneer of a lot of video game features. Which of the following features, so no power-up choice on this one, was not originated by Rally X? Was it the bonus round, the extra life, the mini-map, or a continuous soundtrack?
So which is the first?
Which is not one of... So Rally X, 3 of those originally appeared in Rally X.
Okay.
One of them did not.
Aiden, I'm going to answer before we get answer choices, if that's all right by you.
John, that was the answer choice.
Those were the answer choices.
Oh, well.
What'd you
Can
think
I go
I was
back?
saying? What'd you think I was
What were you
saying?
going to answer?
Don't even worry about it.
I'm actually going to answer the next question without even hearing the question.
Don't know what I thought was happening there.
Aiden, I've done it. I've cracked your
I
code.
have cracked the code. We got to go back to the future. I'm so sorry.
The reason
Can you tell I'm tired?
we're not doing power ups is because it's almost the end of the round. I'll give you another power up anyway.
So I guess what I'm trying to tell you is that I've selected an answer.
Great.
choice.
Well, Cooper's going first. Does anyone want
Do I
to
have
use a
to go
power up
first?
because you will be getting one after this question? So do you want to free up a slot?
Do I have to?
I
go
will
first?
also give you the opportunity instead of a power up to take an extra life if you want. So
Do I have
you
to?
can do that too.
Ooh, I would
yeah,
love
it's
to
your
take
turn.
an extra life, actually.
Okay, we'll wait until after this question, but
I want to use my hammer,
Just letting you
but I
know.
don't want to use it to let them get the.
well, if you use your hammer, then I won't make you go first. So we'll make it fair.
I
Hammer.
saved my hammer until I was going last.
Yeah.
Hammer her.
I was
Okay.
trying to be strategic.
I'll
John-
go ahead and answer.
Oh yeah, Calvin, you want to go for it?
I was going to say the extra life.
Okay, John.
I agree. I'm going to say extra life.
Okay, Cooper. I'm
that
knocking out mini map and continuous soundtrack. Do you think it's bonus round or extra life?
Is this Monty Hall? Stick with your gut, Monty Hall.
What
Maybe.
what were you selecting before?
I don't remember. What's the one that's not what they said?
Bonus round. First game to have a bonus round.
Bonus round.
Well, Mario Pinball had a
Continuous
bonus round
soundtrack.
where you had to save Pauline.
Yeah.
A bonus hole, some might
But
say.
that's not an arcade game. So
It's a pinball machine. Is that not arcade?
no, it's an NES game that's called Pinball.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Win, man.
It wasn't even real?
You did
It
miss
wasn't
that.
even
Yeah.
real?
It's fake pinball.
It's like
It's
the
been
pinball I was
fake
playing
pinball
on
from
all
pinball
Windows.
to
along.
video game to video game pinball. It's crazy. So what do you want to
What's
say? I
next?
need an answer.
What's
Adam's
next?
Family Digital Pinball.
It revitalized the digital pinball industry.
There's a
Pinball
bonus hole
industry.
where you have to go save cousin it from Thing.
You know, I'm going hands in life thing.
Extra life. Guys, you nailed it. Extra life is correct.
It's a racing game. What do you need that for?
So the S flag comes from this, and it doubles your score. In Smash Bros, they have the S flag, and that does actually give you an extra life, which is kind of what I was wanting to make you think about. But yeah, it had a mini map letting you know where the flags and the enemy drivers were. It was the first game with a continuous soundtrack, so not just a theme, but music playing all the time. And it was the first game to have a bonus round if you completed your normal stuff in enough time. First arcade game.
round.
Bonus round. And that's it for
Bonus
round
ball.
2. So we're going to do a little score and life check here.
Bonus hole.
Everyone got 200 points from that.
I got a
So what are we
quarter
doing?
of 1,000.
250?
That would be correct for Cooper.
Nice. So
How
one
many lives you got,
one
Cooper?
correct answer gets you an extra life, Cooper. Keep in mind.
I got 2 lives.
2 lives.
I'm at
John?
300
Okay.
points and 1 life.
Okay, John.
And I'm at 800 points and 2 lives.
Sounds good. Okay, this
Round
is
two's where I come
it's
alive, I guess.
self-correcting. We're great. I'm going to give you guys a power up going into round 3, but I will also give you the
Alright.
opportunity to take an extra life. I forgot to say that last time. So
Yes.
I'm not going to need any more, actually.
Calvin's taking an extra life. Cooper,
I'm full. Thank you.
you get
I'm full,
a
thanks.
power pellet invincibility. Oh, you're full?
No.
Oh no, he
I'm
means
not full, I'm
like
not full.
we were talking
I
about
have
we were talking
zero
about extra lives. We were doing a
power.
different bit.
Cooper, you
That was a
get
separate
a
bit.
power pellet, and John, you get an S flag. So
Okay, I don't like that one. Can I give it back?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
random.
Well,
Cooper gets 2 power
trade,
ones.
trade.
No trade. We're going to kick it off with round 3. Round 3 doesn't have a set theme. It's just a lot of the other arcade game stuff that is cool and interesting and stuff I enjoyed. So here we go. Round 3, question 11. Joust is probably my favorite arcade game of all time, mostly due to its goofy concept. You and a friend play as knights riding giant birds over a lake of lava, trying to knock enemies and each other off their giant birds and into the fire. It's sick. I love
It's
it so
phenomenal.
much. It's phenomenal. Play Joust if you haven't played Joust. What
Grab a
type
friend,
of
play Joust.
bird do the enemies ride in Joust? The enemies.
Bird
I'm gonna
enemy.
actually make you say it, even though I think I know.
You gonna make me say it, John?
I'm gonna play it
Enemies.
safe, and then I
All
can
right.
I can S flag it.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know.
Is
Whoa.
it an ostrich, a stork, a buzzard, or a pterodactyl?
Who's going first?
Man, I shouldn't have to think about it. this way.
John's going first, I think.
All right, I'll S flag
Let's
this.
flag that sucker, John.
Okay.
And then
John,
I'll say-
I can make you wait if you don't want to reveal your confidence with your item.
I'm not confident. I'm just
okay.
throwing spaghetti at the
Do
wall,
it.
baby.
what
And
that
then I'm gonna
stands for.
say buzzard.
Okay, Calvin, what'd you
Really?
have?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez.
I like John's answer.
Jeez.
bandwagon.
How
It's okay.
honorable is that?
But if you like
you're
John's
allowed
answer,
to-
go for it. If
There's
that's
a
what you
reason why
felt
we're-
in your
When
heart of
talking
hearts,
about Joust,
switching the
one
answer
must
to-
remember chivalry and honor.
hardly know her.
I hardly know her.
I'm on her buzzard
Chivalry
till she
and on her.
joust.
I chival he
All right.
till
Or
I on
ostrich
her.
till she joust.
Okay, Calvin, give me a bird
Yeah, I'll say
or
pterodactyl.
dinosaur. Pterodactyl. Okay,
Don't let us
sounds
shame
good.
you. Don't let us shame you.
Calvin, what did you feel in your heart of hearts? Did you feel John's answer? Or did you feel pterodactyl?
Pterodactyl was my first
Okay.
instinct.
Cooper,
When you said pterodactyl, I was taken to another land. So I'm going to say pterodactyl.
The land before time.
The land before there was even
the
time.
land.
The land of the
Before time.
lost.
The
Yeah.
great land that Steven Spielberg created.
All right. Well, the answer
Jurassic
is
Land.
buzzard. John with a double point S flag on that.
Oh
so
no.
ostrich is what player 1 rides. Player 2 rides a stork.
The stork.
The enemy knights ride the buzzards, and then there's a pterodactyl that just kind of shows up sometimes. And he's like bonus.
You know,
I remember
in
being
my favorite-
scared of the pterodactyl, and I got nervous.
Yeah.
The pterodactyl made me nervous.
he's like not supposed to be there, and you're like, whoa.
in my favorite arcade game, the Google dinosaur game, there
Pterodactyl.
are pterodactyls.
Yeah, I'm familiar with their game.
What's your high score in the Google dinosaur game? Because mine's like 14,000.
I don't know. And I feel like that's probably evidence that it's nothing to be proud of.
I played it for like 10 minutes straight one day.
Oh,
I'd also like to shout out the lava troll, which is the creepy floating hand that grabs you if you fly too close to the lava.
That's what
I don't
that
like
was.
him. He's not my friend, but I'm shouting him out
Aiden-
anyway.
Aiden,
The
what
last
does the
time
power
we
pellet do
played
again?
Joust,
Power pellet stops you from losing life. Do you want a power pellet?
Why not?
Okay, power pellet. So I believe Calvin lost a life, Cooper didn't lose a life but didn't get points, and John got 600 points from
which
S flagging.
boosts me up to
That's
3
crazy.
lives.
John
3
is
lives.
untouchable.
Congratulations,
3 lives.
John.
But yeah.
So you can miss 3 out of the last 4 questions and be okay. Also, in Ready Player One, the book, I think this might have been the start of my fascination with Joust. Question 12. That's all cover time.
Anyway,
Question
Probably.
12. Polybius is something of an urban legend that sprang up during the arcade age. This mysterious cabinet was said to induce hallucinations, hypnosis, and was even theorized to be a government experiment. This was all a myth until someone filed a Freedom of Information Act request to the U.S. government to uncover the truth. What was revealed by a FOIA request on Polybius?
What the heck?
I'm
Is
about
this
to learn something
real?
because I've heard about Polybius before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Do
it was a
anyone
real
want to take a
urban
shot in
legend
the
at
dark?
What do you know about it?
Wait,
What do
no,
you know
John,
about it?
Tell us more.
I know what Aidan told you.
It's like a spooky machine that people are. The myth is theorized to have come
It was
up
like a
because
psyop.
like people
Yeah.
are like, if you're good at video games, the CIA's gonna take you and make you do stuff
Make you
for
go
them.
be a fighter pilot like an armada.
So it started this potential rumor, but someone did fire a FOIA request. So I'll hear the multiple choice.
Whoa.
Polybius was a Soviet clone of asteroids and was under investigation by the CIA. So people saw agents examining the machines. B, the game cabinet had no government ties, but it was ordered to be decommissioned by the US government due to excessive risk of seizures from its flashing light visuals. C, the CIA has a file on Polybius, but it just contained documentation of the urban legend. Or D, the FOIA request returned absolutely nothing.
Who's up?
I think we're back to Calvin.
Good
What was C
old-fashioned urban
again?
legend.
C was the CIA has a file, but it just contained documentation of the urban legend.
I'm going to
How
say C.
convenient.
Okay.
How convenient.
Cooper?
What was A again?
It was a Soviet clone of asteroids and was under investigation by the CIA for malware.
Okay. In that case, B.
Okay, John.
I'm gonna go with the spookiest option, Aidan, and say FOIA
Nothing.
gave you nada.
And John, that is correct.
They're not
FOIA
telling
gave
you anything in
nada.
there.
Wow.
It didn't return anything. It's probably completely made up. Or are they keeping
Probably.
stuff from us?
But what if it's classified?
But yeah, it's one of those
Can I
urban
hack
legend things.
Again?
You cannot hack again, unfortunately, but we have two people who can hack. Did that take anyone down to 0 lives, or are we still kicking?
I think, down to 0.
You were at
got me
1, and
another
then you
life.
went up to 2, and you just missed the past 2?
Correct.
So half points for Calvin. Sorry,
I
Calvin.
did cross another 500 threshold.
Do you
and
have
not
a
get
power
another life.
pellet?
I don't.
What do you have any power up left?
I just
or-
have double points. The S belt,
Oh, the S flag. Okay.
S flag. You're right.
All right. Moving on to question 13. Rampage is a classic game where you play as humans transformed into giant monsters trying to destroy the city.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, for some reason they made it into a movie starring Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Rampage 2016
Released
starring Dwayne the Rock
2018.
I played the
Excuse me, John.
GameCube.
Sorry,
Stop saying my
sorry.
question before I read my question. Released in 2018, this film took some creative liberties, the most jarring of which was the job that Dwayne's character has. What is The Rock's profession in Rampage the
What
movie?
the heck?
I have a guess, but I'm not going to give it to you.
You want to do
More
it?
information.
You can do it.
No.
You know, in the GameCube
Actually,
version,
wait,
the thing
I've
that
got lives to
turned
spare.
them into
Who
animals is a soda. So perhaps he's a soda salesman.
John, you want to hit one?
Yeah, I think he's an evolutionary geneticist.
Okay.
I think Dwayne the
Like-
Rock Johnson is playing an
like
evolutionary
Jeff
geneticist.
Goldblum.
Like
yeah.
Jeff Goldblum. He's
So
actually
he's
one of
a
them.
mathematician, actually.
Chaos theory.
He's the sexiest
If you guys want the
mathematician on
multiple
Earth.
choice,
It's wild.
A,
Yeah,
National Guardsman, B, Civil Engineer, C, Zoologist, or D, Accountant.
So you could have
Big,
put in
strong-
evolutionary geneticist.
One of the
somewhere
answers
in there.
wasn't
E,
big,
evolutionary
strong.
geneticist.
One of the answers wasn't big, strong fella.
Well, I have 2 of those that could be big, strong fella.
Is this the
Cooper,
final
you want to
question?
take a stab? No, this is 13 out of 15.
Okay.
If I were to stab, I would stab.
There are 4 people in this room you can stab. There's the zoologist, the civil engineer.
The National
If I had a
Guardsman,
knife,
and the
I'd
accountant.
stab zoologist twice. That's my answer.
Okay, sounds good. Calvin?
I was also going to say zoologist.
Hell yeah, and that guys would be correct. The answer is
There you
zoologist, more specifically a primatologist. He studies monkeys because there's a giant monkey that's his
Because
best friend.
he has to have a spiritual connection with the big albino gorilla.
Yeah, because they're best
Yeah.
friends, and then they
Well,
use
they're best
their
friends.
power of friendship to fight the big lizard and also big rhinoceros? Question mark? Maybe wolf. It's a wolf.
Rocksteady's in that? Okay, yeah, it is a wolf. It is a wolf.
Rocksteady
Yeah. I was like,
rotated.
Rocksteady's there?
It's
I was always
ooze.
very
Ooze
interested at the
transformed them.
lore of the Rampage game when I played it on GameCube.
Yeah,
because it would
and then
like you would like run out of power or whatever and like turn back into a normal guy, and so
Yeah.
then you would take another drink of like the fancy soda
The ooze.
and like
The
turn
ooze.
into like a giant shark this time. So
Yeah,
like
you have
each
3
time you would
guys.
choose like a new guy, and it's like this
Yeah,
is
that's pretty
very
cool.
Interesting. And then
Rampage
the
is
army
fun.
was always after you.
But then they like threw that lore out the window for the Rock movie, and for some
What
reason
turned
he's a
people
monkey scientist.
Because he's chill with the gorilla,
He's
man.
jacked
I don't know what to tell
monkey
you.
scientist.
He's Gachilla.
Well, I mean, the gorilla.
Thank you for riding bus one. That's all the time we have today. Gachilla, god damn it.
Anyway,
So that's points for Cooper and Calvin. A life gone for John. And
I got a life.
life's
from
to
that
spare.
sucker.
Oh, okay.
Get a life.
Cross the threshold.
Threshold crossed.
Question
One
14. One arcade game that I've never been able to master is Dance Dance Revolution. Introduced in
Is
1998.
this a Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix question?
It is not, unfortunately. I thought we had brought that up before I'd try something new. Introduced in 1998, this rhythm game involves stomping on a stage and beat with music. It has grown a pretty impressive competitive scene where both dexterity and endurance are important to victory. What is the longest that someone has continuously played Dance Dance Revolution? This would be a closest wins if you want to take a shot in the dark.
Who's to say they're still going?
It's
Who's to say?
indeterminate. There's
I can
still
read
dancing.
the options if you want to, but if you want to just throw a number.
I'll go off of vibes. I'll go vibes.
Okay.
My vibes are 3 months.
Continuous.
Oh my god.
So they have to be like, they would die. That person is dead.
But then somebody's
wanna
like
try
feeding
again?
them.
So
Somebody like
Cooper's
brings them
throwing
food.
his lines.
and-
Oh, he has a
Cooper?
feed bag.
You physically have to sleep, bud.
Oh, I forgot about sleep.
Yeah, you do. Stop being conscious.
Cooper, do you want to take one more stab at it?
I'll say 3 weeks.
Okay, sounds good.
Cooper.
John, what do we got?
Closer. It's closer than 3 months.
Aiden, I was going to say 56 hours.
Okay. Calvin, do you want the multiple choice or do you want a shot in dark?
Sauce.
No,
There's
a lot
let's,
going
let's
on.
keep the energy going. I'll take a shot in the
Yeah,
dark.
okay.
Time's
I'm
rolling.
going to say 55 hours.
And John, you said 56?
I did.
So Calvin,
the
you are
under?
I guess you're the closest because the correct
is
answer
under?
is 16 hours, 18 minutes, and 9 seconds
Not even a full
continuously.
day.
Didn't even make it a day and a
I could
half.
beat
Record
that.
is
I could
held
beat
by
that.
Alexander Skudlarek
Graham Bell.
of Rochester, Minnesota. So, Calvin,
fan of
not only do you
DDR.
get 300 points, which I believe gives you an extra life, you also get a power up. So, let's see what power up you get. And you get
this not the last
a
question?
power pellet. You get a power pellet.
Okay.
Power pellet.
So, question 15 now, the last
Bonus
question.
round.
Many of the famous arcade games that have been ported to, or excuse me, God, I need to start this over. I'm losing my mind.
Take a deep breath. Take a sip of water if you have it.
I don't.
Bathroom
Fuck.
break.
This
You
is
got-
why I
you
will
got a
never
potty?
pass the DDR 16-hour.
16-hour
It's
threshold.
like the
What?
Fermi paradox. It's the great filter.
It's the great filter.
Are
It's the
you a
16-hour
dancing
DDR
master?
threshold.
Yeah, I
You
am.
can't be talking like that, white baby.
Easy
Say
white
that,
chocolate.
Wouldn't want you to melt.
Hey guys, let's take a break right now and do some dance moves, shall we? We're gonna do this. Nope, we're
I
doing it.
have
Everybody
to go
get up.
watch some. No,
Oh, no.
we have to
Okay.
move on.
Fine.
We're
we
so
have-
close.
Just a little clip.
Yeah, hit it, Calvin. Yeah, hit it, Calvin.
Okay, that was our dance sets. Okay, question 15. Many of the famous arcade games have been ported to console and vice versa, so it's easy to lose track of which is which. Which of the following famous video games did not start as an arcade game? Mario Bros, Street Fighter 2, Punch Out, 3 exclamation points, and Duck Hunt. One of
Which
those
did
did
not.
not start as an arcade game. It started as a console game and was ported later to arcade. I think we're going to start with Cooper on this one.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
no,
say-
it's a multiple of 3. We're going to start with Calvin on this one.
Obviously.
Okay.
That's how I've been keeping track.
I've got 2 power-ups left. Can I use them both?
Yeah, sure thing.
Power
I
pellet
don't
is
think the
for
power
after.
pellet really matters here.
Well, you can save the power pellet for the challenge question if you want.
Oh, I love that,
Challenge
actually.
question?
Yeah.
I'm
Or the
going to save
hack. I'm sorry.
the power pellet.
Huge.
The what's it
Right.
called?
That's crazy.
The
The
glitch.
hack. The
The
glitch.
glitch.
Yeah,
Hacking
yeah,
the
yeah,
glitch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I will use my what's it called? The belt.
That's fine.
I don't know why I think it's
Yeah.
Why
it's
is
a
it white
flag,
flag?
not a belt.
Hold it up.
You can wear
Okay.
it as a fun little belt.
Double points.
S flag, yeah. And I'm gonna say Mario Bros.
Okay. Cooper.
I was gonna say Mario Bros.
Okay. John.
Ride or die, baby. We're going Mario Bros.
Hands in.
I'm sorry, guys. That's incorrect.
That's how we came into this world. That's how we're going out of it.
The original Mario Bros was an arcade game. It's the one with like the turtles coming out of the pipes and you have to jump on them like that one Smash Bros stage. So that was originally an arcade game and this was ported. Super Mario Bros was originally NES and then was ported to arcade. So that's the difference there. The answer was Duck Hunt. So Duck Hunt was originally an NES game and then was ported to arcade as well.
That makes
Street Fighter 2 was arcade and then the NES or the SNES, and then Punch Out was an arcade game and then became Mike Tyson's Punch Out for the NES. So
darn.
that's our game. Can we get a score check?
I have 1,700.
Oh my gosh.
I have 225 points.
I'm at 750.
Okay. I don't think that there's possible swing, but we're gonna have you guys try to feel out the hack if you want to. John and Calvin, you want to hack for the glitch?
Do I have to?
Sure.
The glitch.
For fun.
It's all games, John.
Yeah.
You can't
I
lose.
mean, I still have my power pellet, right?
I can't lose.
Yeah,
You're
you have your
right.
power pellet, so you won't lose points.
We
You
gotta
want me to
figure this
repeat all the questions so that they remembered what they were?
No. I
Okay.
think I know what I'm going to say.
If
and
I
it might not
can
be
I
right,
guess
but
again
whatever.
for all the marbles?
You can guess again for no marbles if it makes you feel better.
Exactly 0 marbles.
Marbleless guess?
Cooper, which one did you?
What
which
am
one
I
did you
supposed to do
marble
without
on?
marbles?
Pauline and the bonus hole.
Cooper
Okay.
marbled on the bonus hole.
Pauline and the bonus.
Cooper
hole.
always marbles on his bonus hole. All right.
Gotta pay the troll
Pauline
toll.
and the
Do you wanna
bonus
get
hole
into this
is,
bonus
is
hole?
a unknown Harry Potter book.
It's a
Right.
expanded universe.
Expanded
Aidan?
universe Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
John, hit me.
I'm going to say that the FOIA request did return something, and it was just a little file on the fact that this was an urban legend that people were blaming the CIA for.
Cool. You're hacking into FOIA, hacking
I'm
into the CIA.
re-FOIA-ing, yeah.
Nice.
I think it did return something, and
Great.
it was just uninteresting.
Calvin?
I think John
I think John.
makes a lot of sense.
Are you okay?
I'll
Are you
double
okay?
up on that.
You're going to double up.
Double
Then
up.
there's no swing. It's okay.
I know.
Swingless.
It's a pride thing.
Swingless, sauceless.
The challenge question was, drumroll please, hacking type roll please.
I'm in.
The skee ball question. Skee ball is the challenge. The original skee ball did not have corner holes.
That
It
makes
was just
sense.
the main holes. The corner holes were added later, but they are worth 100 points.
Gotcha.
So that was the challenge there, the glitch. Whoa.
Glitch.
We just hacked out we discovered the glitch. In terms of the FOIA request, I can look at there's a screenshot of it on the Wikipedia page for Polybius. Let's look at it real quick. Dear Mr. Redacted, this is in response to your FOIA request. The FBI has completed a search for records. Below you'll find informational paragraphs relative to your request. We couldn't find anything.
Nice.
Since there's
Okay.
nothing located, we don't have to do anything. Bye, basically.
I wasn't allowed to send you anything.
So it's still an active
Joe
investigation.
Just kidding, it was
Enjoy this
2017.
empty email.
Heart Gerald Ford.
Thanks for playing my game.
Yeah, I know who that
Heart
was.
Gerald
Okay.
Ford.
I got you.
Heart Mikhail Gorbachev.
My psyop
April
was successful.
Fools!
It's me, Joseph Stalin's ghost. You found the secret prize.
You won, Charlie! You won!
All you had to do was play Polybius, then file a FOIA request, and you did it.
Ready Player
Decades
3.
later.
Ready Player 3 is to
It's
get
all
the
about freedom of
keys.
The
information.
Polybius
Act.
FOIA request.
To get the keys, you just need to submit a...
You have to go through the federal government.
The biggest challenge of them all.
Utilizing the
Biggest challenge.
Freedom of
They
Information
would
Act.
never follow the legislation, the bureaucracy.
So, with that being said, I think our high score today is John with
Undetermined
More
amount.
points than
1400?
everybody else.
I went down to
300.
just down 300. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
1400.
That's
So, well, gang, it looks like we're all out of quarters, so that's all the time we have. If you enjoyed playing Bus 1, we'd love it if you told all your friends, enemies, lovers, and or acquaintances, joust partners about us. We're on all the socials at Bus 1 Trivia, and don't forget to send in your answer to that audience question. You can write to us at hi@bus1trivia.com or join our Discord server. The link can be found at bus1trivia.com, where you can also check out our official merch. Finally, we'd like to thank Vert for the use of our theme song 5978, which is a certified banger. Thanks for
Bonus
playing
round.
Bus 1, and we'll see you
Bonus
next
hole.
week.
Pauline.
No bonus hole on this
Certified
episode. We're done.
bonus hole.